Exclusive.
Expedition 33. Yeah. I'm going to call it. I think this is game of the year.
It's incredible.
I think it's so good.
I fired it up.
Wow.
I fired it up.
So good.
I didn't know I
today.
liked French opera.
Well, here's I was telling Jordan. I fired it up earlier today, and at first I'm like, "Is this Korean?" Like, and then I realized and then I hear her say like, "Voloshalao," and I'm like, "Oh, it's French." And then I was like, "Okay, I got it." And then the story's starting to go. I'm like, I gotta pause it because I want my wife to watch it with me because she loves She loves these crazy stories.
It's final. It is.
It feels Final Fantasy.
It's Final Fantasy in its own style, and it is phenomenal.
Well, should we just talk about it now?
Let's talk about it.
If you're not, I think this is the game that will take people who don't like turn-based games. And because I really like the turn-based combat.
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic. The way you can shoot your gun, the way you can... I didn't think I would really care for the quick time event, because you can do that in Sea of Stars.
This is Expedition 33.
Expedition 33, yeah.
I'm clarifying for the AI bot that's going to clip this later.
Yeah.
the 14% bot for the people.
Yeah, exactly.
The way you... Because in Sea of Stars, you can deflect and like hit buttons at a certain time for attacks. I didn't realize how actually hard it is in this game to do it, because there's multiple ones. The way the turn-based combat, I think, is very well done.
Yeah. Well, there's moveset memorizations that you have to learn.
Yep, for different abilities.
And I really do like their AP system, where a gunshot is only one pip, so you build as you do combat. It builds up or takes away kind of your
and you can use
action point.
You can use one character for gunshots, one character for another. Even I was actually surprised. I mean, I don't know why I didn't think it would be in there. I just didn't think about it. But the skill tree and the way you can build each character. So I have Gustav.
You know, it's funny. They talk to each other with nicknames, but they have their real names in the menu.
So it screws you up.
Yeah, there's been so many terms that I've had to like. What does that even mean? That's his name.
I'm kind of building him out as like a tanky character.
Okay,
you know, and then
then
I have like the is her name Lane? Is she the wizard?
It's Loon, but it's like Lunifius in the in the menu, and I'm like, what move is this? Like, I'm trying. Is it a city?
So she's really cool. She's like your wizard, and then you have the redheaded girl who's not old enough to be there, but she went anyway. I forget her name.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, but no, the combat is incredible.
So I've seen that post. Let me ask you this, because I think the best turn-based combat in a game to date is the Persona series. I think they've done it best.
Okay.
Is this, and this has that vibe when I watch it, is it as good as Persona? Does it beat Persona? What do you think?
Yeah, I've played both.
What about Metaphor? Because Metaphor was like the peak of Persona combat.
I really like Metaphor's combat. I really do. This is more, you have to pay attention more, because they have a dodge system and they have a parry system, and you can literally fight an entire difficult fight without taking a hit,
if you're good enough.
If you time things right, and the parry system it's awesome. So you can dodge, and you can be like, dodge. It's more forgivable. But if you decide to parry, just like in any other game, like Sekiro or anything, or it's more risk, more reward. If you parry every attack that the enemy has, your entire team will attack.
And it's if you get a perfect parry, you are very much rewarded to the damage you do back.
Yeah.
So it is like, it's worth the risk.
It's incentivizing, yeah.
So there's, I would call them quick time events on defense and quick time events on offense.
Yeah.
And they're more like Sea of Stars and Metaphor. So they're more. Yeah. So I mean, I like just chilling. But at the same time, this has like a dopamine hit every time you fight. Yeah. You know, and it's when you get hit, you get pissed because
you take a chunk.
It hurts, and you're limited on your healing abilities, especially at the beginning.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So, as good as Persona, at least.
Yeah.
Sorry, just talking about the combat. Rather, the turn-based combat. Because like I said, I think the Persona was the first time in turn-based that you're like, oh. See, Persona feels amazing.
Yeah, Persona's cool, and I mean, Metaphor is one of my favorite. I love Metaphor. This is more Final Fantasy. I don't know how to describe it.
It has more of a Final Fantasy vibe, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But,
and it's. See, what was the last Final Fantasy where we had like pure turn-based?
Probably like 13. 13 was more like action turn-based because you would like load up your abilities.
Yeah. But no, and David. So metaphor, it's like a comic. It's like this is like a really gorgeous combat system.
This is the kind of game where you play it and you go, oh, video games are art. Because everything hits. Voice acting is incredible. Gollum's in it. Andy, what's his name? Andy something?
Yeah, I
But
know.
Gollum, he's in it.
Really?
So yeah, the voice actor for Gollum. Voice acting is incredible.
As like a normal voice or as like
He's a character in it.
okay.
So the music is really good. Like I said, I didn't know that I liked French opera. But I do.
Phenomenal.
The story is so unique. It's intriguing.
Well, even the trailers, everybody was hooked by that
So
story.
you haven't even turned it on yet?
No, I turned it on and I got halfway through. They're looking. He's throw it with your other hand to the thing to hit it.
Okay.
Oh well, I was like, okay, I've got it because I know Tiffany will want to watch that with me.
If Final Fantasy had an intro like the movie Up, that's what you play for the first 40 minutes.
Well, and this movie starts. Well, you know what I like, and get me if I'm wrong.
It's like holy shnikes.
And tell me if I'm wrong.
Because that intro that I'm at, there's a rose on the bench, so I know like we're about to get some emotion.
yeah.
it's heavy.
whoa.
It's a heavy emotional in the first 40 minutes.
And then when you go on your expedition,
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
You're
The
like,
first cutscene when you go on the expedition. We're not going to spoil anything. You go on. I mean, you go on. It's called Expedition 33.
Yeah.
And the first cutscene, you're like, your jaws dropped.
you're like, whoa.
Like things.
Nudity, whoa.
No,
not
like,
yet.
No,
Not yet. I think
like-
the only thing this game doesn't have is nudity right now. But I haven't beaten it yet, so maybe it's French. Who knows?
French. It's
French
laced
art.
in there. It's laced in there somewhere.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Some hairy armpits and some big boobs.
And
There's
Mark,
somewhere.
tell me if I'm wrong, but I think there's obviously good storytelling and bad storytelling. I think good storytelling shows you instead of tells you, and they don't do like this big exposition drop.
Yeah.
You start in this guy's life. And you're like, oh, okay. Apparently, this is some type, and then stuff happens.
This is how it is?
Yeah, this is how it is, and you as the player figure things out.
So
Right?
yeah, Quentin Tarantino. He's like a really big movie.
Everybody
buff.
knows
Yeah,
who-
everybody knows who he is, and he has a thing where he says, in the first, I think he says 20 minutes, but the first 3 shots of any movie, if they know what they're doing.
Oh.
In this, you instantly know that this is a game that's going to be a contender.
Wow.
Well, because they don't sit on the dock and they go, this is what the paintress has done for 65 years, and this is blah blah blah. It's like they show you what they show you what she did, and you're assuming, oh, shoot,
Oh.
The first
sucks
time
to be 31 right now.
yeah, the first when you see the paintress, when you see, I mean, we know who that is if you've seen the trailers, and that scene goes down, you're like, holy, it's like, and then it just goes
Within the first 5 minutes, the character has only had 6-7 lines by this point. You're immediately hooked, and you care about Gustav, and you want you feel for you empathize and feel for him. That's good. That's good
Gustav.
storytelling.
Yeah, and learning about the story and what the years and how the world is.
Well,
it's
I mean,
so
just from
good.
the trailers, that's what made it such a popular hit and such a hype is the unique story.
I was not expecting it to be this good. Like I was expecting it to
And it
be
pulls-
good.
it
Like
kinda-
I was gonna enjoy the. It's a unique story.
Yeah, I think it's Metacritic and OpenCritic are both sitting above 95 at the moment.
I agree with you, Mark. Right? I mean, Doom hasn't come out yet, but as of right now, this is the best game I've played by a good chunk.
This year.
Like, let's say Kingdom Come was the best game I played before.
Yeah.
This is 2, 3, 4 steps ahead of Kingdom Come.
Yeah.
Like it's
Wow.
very well done.
Wow. That's
This
cool.
game makes me appreciate the French again.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done.
The French have had a great week this
French
week.
have had a
because you have Virtuos
French
with
are making a
Oblivion.
comeback,
You have
baby.
Virtuos with Oblivion.
Is Virtuoso
They're in Paris.
Paris?
Yeah, and then you have
Hey.
Expedition 33. Dude, the
We have
French.
some French music we could
Dude,
play. Like
the
we have
French-
like
Yeah, the French.
That's the last time I enjoyed the French was when Daft
Daft
Punk
Punk.
came.
I have to give it to you.
Daft Punk. 33 Project or Expedition 33.
Yeah, the French-
Oblivion remake.
The French are on fire.
What
this
a
week.
week! What a week!
They are. They're
Like-
burning bright right now.
Yeah,
A
dude,
week
the
for the
French are
French.
killing it right now.
Yeah, you kind of turned us off with your freaking opening ceremonies at the Olympics, but
Yeah,
you've
but
made
this-
it up.
Oh,
You've
yeah,
turned it
this-
around.
yeah.
Turned it around.
You should have led with this.
This is who should have put on your Olympics opening ceremony.
That's really good, David. I'm excited for everyone to play. It's what the best part about this. This is free on Game Pass.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, look at
That
it. Game Pass.
That is nuts.
Game Pass is unquestionable right now. And you can see, I mean, I've always said this. It's going to hit a point with all of these developers that Xbox has in the background. And Expedition 33 isn't a first-party studio. It's just a deal that Xbox has with them to be on Game Pass. But you can see, you combine those two things with their first-party studios and the library that they have, and they're going to reach this point, and we may be at that point that the ball starts to roll, and it's unstoppable. I mean, look, because what do we have coming in a few weeks now? 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks? Doom? There's a first party studio game again, and you're just stringing together win after win after win after win after win. And I think it's going to be hard to stop Game Pass. I think Game Pass will be nomenclature in the same way Netflix has become nomenclature